morning once again. Welcome to today's class. We want to discuss division of number basis. Before now, we've uploaded videos on number basis, but we've not been able to discuss division of number basis. So I decided to use this opportunity to discuss it so that you learn it as well. Okay, we want to use these questions we have on the board to appreciate how to go about with division of number basis. Question number 1 says divide 1423 to base 5 by 24 in base 5. How you will know that this question is correct is that no number or digit here is up to 5 or greater than 5. If any number or digit here is up to 5 or greater than 5, know that the question is not correct, because that is one of the major rules in number basis, that no number should be greater than or equal to the base. If you see any number greater than or equal to the base, it means that that question will be incorrect. Okay, let's see how to do it. We'll be going through two different methods of solving it. One, I'll use long division method, which goes this way. I will write the divisor. This is called the divisor. 24. I'll write it outside, and I'll write the dividend inside. The divisor is the number that is dividing. Then the dividend is the number that is being divided. Okay? Then how do I go about this? Please remember that in mathematics, when they tell us, let's say 22 times 6 or 25 times 6, for instance, let's recall what we have. This is the normal way we handle numbers. That is, every numbers you have been dealing with before now is in base 10. That means 25 in base 10 times 6 in base 10. That is what this means. The reason is because numbers we have been making use of from our nursery, secondary, primary, they are mostly what? In standard base, that is in base 10. But in this, we'll be seeing numbers in other bases. Now, let's recap what we know from numbers in base 10. 6 times 5. 6 times 5 will give me 30. Do I write 30? 6 times is 12. Am I correct? The answer is I'm wrong. Why? It is because we are dealing with numbers in base 10. That is why we are wrong by writing 1230. So how we do it is 6 times 5, we write 30. We now remember that it is in standard base, which is base 10. I will now say divided by 10. That will be giving me 3 remainder nothing. That is remainder 0. I will write 0, carry that what he gave me, carry it to take it over to the next one. 6 times 2, 12. 12 plus that remainder 3. That will be giving me 15. I will now write 15. That will be giving me 150. So this knowledge we have here, we use that knowledge knowing fully well that the number is in base 10. So whenever you multiply something and it gives you an answer that is, let's do it again so that you understand it. I wrote 25 times 6. And I said that this simply means 25 in base 10 times 6 in base 10. 6 times 5, 30. Since 30 is more than the base, is greater than the base, I will write 30 and say divided by what? The base. It will give me a number lesser, that is 3, remainder 0. I will write the remainder and carry over the 3. Do we get it? 6 times 2, 12. 12 plus 3, 15. 15 is greater than the base, which is 10. I will now say 10 divided 15 will give me 1, remainder 5. I will write 5 and carry this one and take it to this side. That will be giving me 150 in base 10. Okay, now that means any number we are to write here must be smaller than the base, otherwise it will be wrong. So let's use that knowledge in sorting out this. We now say, how do we go about this? Please test this. 24, which is your divisor, times 0 will be giving you what? 0. Anything times 0 is 0, right? Then 24 times 1. This one you are talking about is in base 5. This is in base 5, base 5, base 5. That will be giving you what? 24 in base 5. Then 24 in base 5 times 2 in base 5. That will be giving us what? If I say 2 times 4, it will give me 8. 8 is already greater than the base. So if I say 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 2, 4. Please, this is wrong. If you write this, it is wrong. It disobeys the rule of number base. That is, none of these numbers should be equal or greater than the base. And that is why we can comfortably say it is wrong. We now claim and say, okay, see what we do. 2 times 4, 8. You write 8. Divided by the base, which is 5. 8 divided by 5 will give me 1, remainder 3. I will write the remainder and carry that 1. 2 times 2, 4. 4 plus that one whole number he gave us. 4 plus that 1 will give us 5. 5 is equal to the base. We now say 5 over 5 will give me 1, remainder 0. I'll write remainder 0 and carry that 1, bring it here. That means 245 times 2 in base 5 will be giving me 103 in base 5. Please note it. Then 24 in base 5 times 3 in base 5. What will it give me? It will be giving me 3 times 4, 12. I shouldn't write 12 because 12 is more than the base 5. You get? Then what I will do is that I'll write 12 divided by 5. That will be giving me 2, remainder 2. I'll write 2 and carry over the remainder 2. I will write this remainder. It is the remainder you are writing and carry this whole number. You carry it over. 3 times 2, 6 plus 2. That should be giving us 8. 8 over 5 will be giving us 1, remainder 3. I will write 3. Write that remainder 1 because we are done. Then I will also do again 2, 4, 5. Why I am continuing doing it is that I'm looking at 142. You know that 24 cannot divide 14, right? 24 cannot divide 1. 24 cannot divide 14. So we'll check 24 divide 142. Now, we have reached 132. 132 is not up to 142. We now say that what we will do is, we now say this times 4 to base what? 5. Let's see what it will give us. Whether it will be greater than 142 or smaller than 142. 4 times 4, 16. 16 over 5 will be giving us 3 remainder 1. Write 1, carry that whole number 3. 4 times 2, 8 plus 3. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 over 5 will be giving me 2 remainder 1. So I will write 1 and carry over the 2. You see that this is what is greater than 142. It means look at where I will pick. I will now say 24 divided 142 will give me what? 3. 3 times 24 will be giving me 132. 132. I will minus, carry down 3. 2 minus 2, 0. 4 minus 3, 1. Still in base 5. 24 divided 103. You see the essence of you writing this so that it will be easy for you to know your answers. 24 divided 103. Look at 24 times 2 will give you 103. That means 24 divided 103 will give you 2. It will give you 2. 2 times this 103 because we are talking about in base what? 5. This minus this is 0. That means the answer will be equal to 32 in base 5. That means the answer will be equal to what? 32 in base 5 answer. This is the one method or one of the methods you can use to solve this. Now in method 2, the rule is that you have to convert all this to base 10. That is the standard base. You have to convert it to base 10 so that you can handle the figures comfortably well. Now, how do you convert it? Look at it. 1, 4, 2, 3 in base 5 to base 10. In one of my videos in the channel, you will see shortcut I gave on that. But let's recap the shortcut. 1 times 5, 5 plus 4, 9. 1 times 5, 5 plus 4, 9. 9 times 5, 45 plus 2, 47. 47 times 5. 47 times 5 will give us 235. 235 plus 3. That will be giving you 238 in base 10. 238 in base 10. I repeat again, I don't waste time. 1 times 5, 5 plus 4, 9. The 9 times 5, 45 plus 2, 47. The 47 times 5, 235. 235 plus 3, 238. I will say in base 10. I'll come again for the one of 24 in base 5. I will say 2 times 5, 10 plus 4, 14 in base 10. I have succeeded to convert them in base 10. What I will now do is that I will now divide. I will now divide 14 and 238. 14 divided 23 will give us 1 remainder 9. Right? 14 divided 23 will give us 1 remainder 9. I will write 1 remainder what? 9. Bring that 9 close to 8. It becomes 98. 14 divided 98 will give us what is what? 98. We'll write 7. Okay? 98. That means 17 times this will be giving us 238. You subtract 0. We have gotten what it gives us in base 10. That means When you finish dividing it and you got your answer in base 10, convert it to what? To base 5. Convert the answer to base 5, okay, by saying 5 divided 17, 3 remainder 0. So you are using base number remainder method to do it, where you use the base to divide what you got from your answer, which is 17, and you are getting 3 remainder what? 3 remainder 2, please. You have 3 remainder 2. Then you now use the base again to divide. At this point, the base is greater than the number is dividing. So because the base is greater than the number is to divide, you write 0 and carry that number is to divide and bring it to the other side. Put your arrow to move up this way. That means you have to start from the bottom to right and go up. That means write 3. That means is equals to write 3, write 2 in base what? 5. That is 32 in base 5. We don't call it 32 in base 5 because 32 means you are talking about in base 10. So you call it 32 in base 5. That is how to solve question number 1. Then please note the 2 possible ways of solving it. We'll go to question number 2. Okay. As I said, there are 2 ways of solving it. Let's go to the first method. That means you have to divide this. Divide this number by 23 in base 4 so that you get your remainder. Let's see. Division comes in. 23 is dividing 3 to 1 in base 4. Both are in base 4. So what we do here is you come again. 23 times 0 is what? 23. Both are in base 4. 0 in base 4 is same thing as 0. So 0 times 23 in base 4 is 0, please. Because 0 times anything is 0. Please note it. Then 23 in base 4 times 1 in base 4 will be giving me 23 in base 4. Then 23 in base 4 times 2 in base 4 will be giving me what? 2 times 3, 6. 6 is greater than the base. So I cannot write 6 and 2 times 4, 4. I can't write 46. It is wrong because this number is equal to the base and this number is greater than the base. So this is a wrong approach. So what I will do is 2 times 3 is 6. Divide it by the base, it will give me 1 remainder 2. I'll write the remainder and carry that 1. 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. 5 divided by 4 will be giving me 1 remainder 1. I'll write the remainder and carry this over to this side. That is in base what? 4. Then another thing I'm to do, 23, I'm continuing because what I have is 3, 2, 1. And I'm still getting 1, 1, 2. So times what? 3 in base 4. What will it give me? 9. 3 times 3, 9. 9 over 4 will give me 2 remainder 1. I'll write 1, carry 2. 3 times 2, 6 plus 2, 8. 8 over 4 is equal to 2 remainder 0. I'll write 0 and carry 2. This is in base 4. I will now write 2, 3, 4 times 4 in base 4. 4 times 2, 12. 12 divided by 4 will give me what? 12 divided by 4 will give me what? 3 remainder 0. I'll write 0, carry 3. 4 times is 8. 8 plus 3, 11. 11 over 4 will give me 2 remainder 3. I'll write 3 and carry 2 over. Then I'll call again. I will now say, if I test 2, 3, because this is still lower than this, 2, 3 in base 4 times 5 in base 4, what will it give me? 5 times is 15. 15 bar? Yes, 15 divided by 4, that is 3, 3, remainder what? 3. I will write 3, remainder 3. 5 times is 10 plus this 13. 13 over 4. What to 3, 3, remainder 1. I will write 3, remainder what? 3, 3, remainder 1. I will write the remainder. Then carry that 3 and put it here. So, it's now close to 3, 2, 1. So, if you now say 2, 3 in base 4 times 6 in base 4, what will it give you? 6 times 3, 18. 18 over 4 is equals to 4, 4, remainder 2. I'll write 2, carry 4. 6 times is 12 plus 4, 16. 16 over 4 will be giving me 4, remainder 0. I'll write 0. So you will be now you now see that this number it gave you is greater than this, but this one is lesser than this. So what you now do is you say, okay, I will take the number that is smaller than this because this one is over. I will take the number that is, so I will say this divide this, what will it give me? It will give me what? 5. This divide this number will give me 5. Then 5 times this will be giving me 3, 1, 3, all in base 4. Then I'll now say, carry 1 here. 1 minus this, it cannot. Carry 1 here. Carry 1 from 2. If I carry 1 from 2 to put it here, I won't call that one I carry 10. I won't bring it here and call it 11. No. Because if I carry that one and put it here and I'm calling it 11, it means I am dealing with base 10. That is 10 plus 1, 11. So what I will do is that since the base is base 4, I will say carry that one here, call it base 4, call it 4. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 minus 3 will give me 2. That means 23, can it divide 2? No. This automatically will be the remainder. So the answer is what? 2. The remainder is 2. Now let's use another method to solve it. Look at the first method. First method is using division approach. That is, the two number will be in base 4. You use that in base 4 and divide. Using that techniques I gave. Then second method is you convert this to base 10, convert this to base 10. Divide accordingly. Whatever you get, convert it to base 4. Okay. How do we convert to 3 to 1 in base 4 to base 10? You say 3 times 4, 12. 12 plus this, 14. 14 times 4, 56. 56 plus 1, 57. I repeat, 3 times 4, 12. 12 plus the next number, 14. 14 times 4, 56. 56 plus the next number, 57 in base 10. You go to the next. 2 times 4, 8 plus this, 11 in base what? 10. Then divide accordingly in base 10. Then we have 11 and 57. 11 divide this, 5. 5 times is 55. You subtract, the remainder is 2. So the remainder is 2 in base 10. I need to convert it to base 4. I will say 4. I have 2 here. 4 divide 2, 0, remainder what? 2. Because this 4 is greater than the number which is 2 in base 10, this 4 is greater than it, you write 0 and carry down the number. Now it is in base 4. So that is equal to 2 in base 4. So that means what you do is convert this to base 10, convert this to base 10, divide accordingly, normal way of divide the numbers in base 10. Afterwards, the remainder you have, convert it to base 4. And because the base 4 is greater than the number, you write 0, carry down that number and write it down. It becomes 2 in base 4. As you can see, the number 2 is lower than the base. Is correct. But if the number you are seeing here is greater or equal to the base, is wrong. That means there is error somewhere. So that is how to solve question number 2. We'll go to question number 3. Find the quotient Q and remainder R when this is divided by this. So we will use the two methods. First, let's do the one of the base 10 first. Convert both of them, everything in base 10, divide accordingly, and convert to base 2. Okay, converting this to base 10, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 in base 2 to base 10. 1 times 2, 2, plus the next number 3, times 2, 6, plus 0, 6, times 2, 12, plus 1, 13, times 2, 26, plus 1, 27. I repeat again. 1 times 2, 2, plus 3, times 2, 6, plus 6, times 2, 12, plus 13, times 2, 26, plus 27 in base 10. Then 101 in base 2 is 1 times 2, 2, plus 2 times 2, 4, plus 5 in base 10. I will now divide accordingly. 5 and what? 27. 5 divide 27, it will give me 5, remainder what? 2. But 5 times this, 25, so that we can see the remainder. Minus it will give you 2. That means it will give me 5 in base 10, remainder 2 in base what? 10. This will be called my quotient, what I got here. Why? It is because quotient simply means result after what? Division. The answer you will get after division is called quotient. So it gave us 5 to be the quotient and gave us the remainder to be 2. Don't forget that both of them are in base 10. Convert this quotient to base 2. Convert this to base 2. So 5 to base 2. 5 to base 2. 2 remainder 1. 2 to this. 1 remainder 0. 2, 0 remainder 1. That means this one will be giving me 101 in base 2. Taking it like this. Then 2 divide this to 1 remainder 0. 2 divide this 0 remainder 1. That will be giving us 10 in base 2. So this will be called our what? Quotient. And this will be called our what? Remainder. We notice Q is equal to 101 in base 2 and R is equal to 10 in base 2. We go to the second method. Okay, now using the second method to solve it, that is solving them using long division method, we'll be having it this way. We write 101 in base 2 is to divide in base 2. Okay, then we now come here and say 101 in base 2 times 0 in base 2. 0 in base 2 is 0. 0 times this is what? 0. 101 in base 2 times 1 in base 2. That will be giving us 101 in base 2. 101 in base 2 times. Can we write 2 in base 2? No, because the number is now equal to the base, so we have to divide. That will be giving us what? 1 remainder 0. So write the remainder 0 and carry that 1 right. So what I will now write is 10 in base 2. Let's multiply the 2. I will now say that what it means is 101 times 10. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1. That will be giving me 1010 in base 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 digits here, 5 number here. But what we are having here is 4. We say no, we have not gotten an answer. 101 in base 2 times 3. 3 means remainder 1. That is 0 remainder 1. 1, 1 in base 2. So what we will be getting is, we now say 101 times 1, 1, 101, 101, 1111. That is in base 2. This is 4 digits and this is 5 digits. We'll continue. This is 1, 2, 3. Then 101 in base 2 times 4 in base 2. Convert that 4 to base 2. That will be 4 over 2. 1 remainder. You have it 100 in base 2. Remember, it says start from the bottom to right. So we now have 101 times 100 will be giving us what? 000, 000, 1, 0, 1. That is 0 times is 0, 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 0 times is 0. 1 times 1, 1, 1 times 0, 0, 1 times 1, 1. You add 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. That is 10100 in base 2. There are 5 digits. There are 5 digits. You will also say, when you are multiplying this by 5, 101 in base 2 times 5. 5 in base 2. 2 remainder 1. 1 remainder 0. 0 remainder 1 times 101 in base 2. Let's see what it will give us. We now say 101 times 101. 101, 000, 101. 1 plus 0, 1 plus 1, 2. 2 divided by 2, 1 remainder 0. Write 0, carry this 1, 1, 1. So you'll be having this in base 2. So you say 1, 1, 0, 0, 1 in base 2. Now let's check which of these can serve. Whether this one that is in 5 digits and this one that is in 5 digits can serve. I begin with this. I write 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. Let me see what it will give me from subtraction. 1, 1. 0 minus 1, it cannot. Carry 1 here, call it base 2. So 2 plus 0, 2. 2 minus 1, 1. Is giving 111 in base 2. And 111 is still greater than 101, meaning that 101 can still divide. It means I shouldn't use this. I will come to this. I will write 11001 in base 2. This minus this will give me 0. This minus this 1. This one 0, 0, 0. So these are zeros. It will be leaving you with 1 0 in base 2. That means when this divide this, what did they give us? It gave us what? This times this is this. That means this divided by this will be giving you this. That means 100 is what it will give us. No, please, not this one, because we say this one cannot go. It is this one. This times this is 1101 in base 2. That means this divided by this will give me 101. That is, this divided by this is this, right? So this divide this will give me this. This times this is 11001, which is this. When you subtract, it will give you this. So the implication is that it will give us, this is our quotient. Our quotient is 101 in base 2. That is our Q quotient. While our remainder is 10 in base 2. So there are the two possible ways you can solve these questions. Thank you for watching the video. That does not mean that you do not have another way for converting number to base 10. There are other methods of converting number to base 10. But why I prefer the method I use is because it is simpler and it takes a smaller time. I mean, it only takes a short time to round it off. But there are other methods, because there are methods that will tell you that if you are to convert 3, 2, 1 in base 4 to base 10, you write 0, 1, 2. There is this method is also available, where you say 3 times 4 raised to the power of 2 plus 2 times 4 raised to the power of 1 plus the last number 1, because it's raised to the power of 0. Okay, so the last number is what you write. If here is 2, you write plus 2. Don't waste your time. This is what? 16. 16 times is 48. 48 plus 8, 56 plus 1, 57. Still giving you 57 in base 10. So there are methods you can use to convert a number to base 10. But we want to use the method we apply or use because it's very simpler than this. Okay, so thank you once again for watching today's video.